Hey guys, this is Karina here with another video. So today's topic is about healthy eating. So healthy eating has been a struggle for me over the years. I am a huge sweet person, so it's very hard for me to say no to sweets. And for the longest time I've been saying, you know what, I should just go 2 weeks a month, something like that without sweets and just see how it goes. So I'm finally starting it. Today is the day I'm starting no sweets. I'm going to try to at least make it to December 1st, maybe do the full month, we'll see. I'm going to for sure do 2 weeks, and then we'll see how it goes, and maybe I'll do the full month. So yeah, I just have been really wanting to do this, and I keep saying I'm going to do it, and I just need that final push, so I'm finally going to start it. So it's very simple. I'm literally just cutting off sweets in my life, no dessert, anything like that. I'm going to avoid juice and sugary drinks, and try to stick to more natural things like making my own granola bars and using natural peanut butter opposed to the sugary peanut butter. So those are a few modifications I'm going to make in my diet. And yeah, I've just been really inspired to do this because sugar is in everything, and I think we are sugar obsessed in this society, and I'm not going to go completely sugar free because that is very difficult, and kudos to you if you've done it before and were successful. So yeah, I'm mainly just doing this for myself and my health, and healthy eating is super important and something I'm super passionate about. Healthy eating not only makes us healthier, but it also improves our mentality and our brain and just our mental health as well, right? If we make good food choices that and eat food that makes us feel good, we're going to feel better about our health and eat food that's healthier for us. I think that, you know, eating less meat as well is also a really good idea. I used to do these things called Meatless Mondays where I'd make a vegetarian meal, and I still do try to do that, make at least one or two vegetarian meals a week. You really need only, like, I'm not a huge meat eater. I try to, like, my breakfasts are mainly vegetarian, my lunches are mainly vegetarian, and then, you know, 1 or 2 meals a week can be meat meals, and then the rest vegetarian. So I think it's really good if you have at least, like, let's say 3 vegetarian meals in your week, and then let's say the rest meat. We live in a culture where, you know, everyone thinks you need to have meat at every meal, you know, and you don't need to, and I think cutting down meat is something necessary if we want to live in a sustainable society, and even just like relating it back to Christianity, like we should be respecting the resources the Lord has given us and not overuse the resources He has given us to an unsustainable amount. Because in the sense, like, we're not leaving anything for our future people, and how is that really that considerate, right? Like, it's the whole idea of, you know, preserving, and we want to live a good life so that the next people ahead of us can live a good life as well, right? So just having that consideration as well when you're choosing what you eat, I think is really important as well. And yeah, and I'm also just going to try to cut fast food down as well. I'm not a huge fast food person, but just in general, I think I want to cut that down as well. Fast food is really not that great for you, as you probably already know. And yeah, it's just something that, again, is filled in our society and is around every corner, the next McDonald's, you know. So I think that's also another thing that can factor into that. And just on my opinion on, you know, the whole vegetarian vegan thing, I guess, is I'm not vegetarian personally. I've considered it over the years, but I think what it comes down to is variety, and I think for me variety is really important, and I also love meat. But I think having a bit of meat in your life is good, and then a bit of other things as well is good. Vegetarian, you know, it's a great option, but do know that when you want to go vegetarian or vegan or anything like that, do your research and know what you're getting into, because it might not work for everyone, especially, like, for example, females. You know, if you already have low iron, it's probably not a good idea if you go vegetarian. But if you still want to, you know, incorporate that in your life, maybe just eat less meat kind of thing. So, I mean, it's totally up to you and what you like, and, you know, making that sacrifice. And if you're not a meat person to begin with and your health is fine, like, yeah, sure, go vegetarian, but do your research and know how your body may react to that, and know different ways you can get protein. I would highly recommend that. Yeah, so I think when it comes down to healthy eating, it's important that you think about whether it's realistic, and when it comes to like choosing your diet, whether it's realistic and will it work for you kind of thing. And is it going to benefit your health, I think, are the things that factor into it. Two other things I want to touch on. So the first thing is, if you're struggling to start a simple diet, like something I'm doing, for example, it does take a lot of courage to get there and actually go ahead and do it. I think what encouraged me was hearing that other people were doing it, and knowing that other people have done it successfully, and really just giving myself that extra push and be like, okay, Karina, you have to start today, and stop pushing it off and procrastinating it. And then my other tip, the other thing I want to say with dieting is, don't get too crazy into the dieting world. Like, I think that, you know, it's healthy to eat healthy, but don't get crazy into weird diets and stuff like that. I mean, that's totally your own preference, but I think that it's also important that you don't drive yourself crazy going on a crazy diet that's not realistic for you and that's not making you happy. Ultimately, what it comes down to is your own self-image and what makes you happy. And ultimately, like, if you can be happy with your self-image and your body, that is the most important thing. And the other thing is, when you're going into a diet, is whether you're doing this to lose weight or whether you're doing this for personal benefit, whether you're doing it just to make yourself healthier. For me, I'm not doing it to lose weight. I'm simply doing it to make better eating choices and make myself feel better. I don't think it's wrong to go into a diet hoping to lose weight, but also do know if the diet isn't successful, you do have to get to a point where, you know, you just become content with yourself and know that, you know, this is me, this is who I am. I think it's unhealthy. I mean, I'm not overweight, but if I were overweight, I think it's unhealthy to constantly obsess over your weight. And I think eventually, you know, diets don't work for everyone, and I think to get caught up into the dieting world and try to change your body image can be unhealthy. I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm not saying don't try it, but I'm just saying it can lead to obsession, and we don't want obsession. And I'm not trying to send the message of obsess over your weight, obsess over this. I'm simply wanting to say try to eat healthier for your personal benefit, for your personal ease of mind, for your mental health. Eat healthy to make yourself feel good. That is the message I want to try to send. And if you are stuck in an obsession of dieting and losing weight and all of that, pray about it. Talk to God about it. Try to come to terms with, you know, this is who I am. You know, I can try to change it, but I can't obsess it. I can't make it my life. I should still be living my life for Jesus, and that's what it ultimately comes down to. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll link in the description box the diet I'm trying right now if you want to join me on this journey and do 2 weeks no desserts right before Christmas. Please feel free to join me and let me know your experience in the comments, and I will also post an update video of what I thought this experience was like once I actually get more into it, because this is only day 1. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a great week, and know that if God puts you to it, He will put you through it. Bye guys.